Okay, continuing the videos on how that my pursuit for us to be able to buy freely estrogen, feminizing hormones, and androcur or spironolactone. Okay, androcur is a much better anti-androgen than spironolactone. Okay. And to buy them freely in pharmacies with the direction of the pharmacist. Okay, I'm talking about patches or sublingual tablets of estrogen, 17 beta estradiol, which is the feminizing, or any estrogen, beta 17 or 16 estrogen. Okay, which is the chirality of the estrogen that feminizes. The alpha estrogen do not feminize. They do the same thing as the beta estrogen, but they don't feminize as much. The beta estrogen, which is the 17 beta estradiol and 16 beta estrone do feminize. Estrol will feminize just a little. Okay. Now I'm going to be putting my patches. I always do that to show you how easy it is, and I'm not going to die. Okay, because in the French, the French trans women population, there's a lie that's spreading among all that population that's saying that feminine estrogen will kill a man. Okay, that's the lie that they're. So, okay. So, and the way, so there's patches, gel, nasal spray, and also sublingual tablets, okay, which they go directly into the bloodstream. It doesn't go through the liver, okay, which is not estrogen and testosterone or progesterone are not a poison to the liver. It's just when it goes through the liver dismantle the molecules, so it's no good at all in our body. Basically, we lose the 80% of the molecule that we ingest when it goes through our stomach and through our liver, into our liver. Okay, so those are the patches I'm using, and so during the day, during the summer, I place them on my legs, because during the winter okay, so right here. Okay, I place them on my legs because you have to change places, and during the winter I place them on my arms or my like around my neck or my ankles, because I don't usually I stay dressed for during the winter in Canada. You know, Canada is very cold. Okay, so and on the patch itself, so I placed a plaster. So what that does is that it stays. Okay, this is finished. Okay. Okay, so I can't. Where's the other one? There it is. I'm gonna grab another one. Okay, so I place them on my leg, okay, which is right here. Whoops. So basically it stays, the patch stays on on my skin for about 2 weeks until the plaster falls off. The plaster stays on the skin much longer, about like 5 to 10 times longer than the estradiol patch or the testosterone patch, whatever you're taking, or estrogen patch. Okay, so I place 2, which is a force of 50. They're called the 50 patch. Okay, which in Canada it costs $35. Okay, per month. Okay, and I put 2 patches of 50, so there's a strength of like 100. And a strength of 100 gives each patch has 0.780 milligrams of estradiol 17 beta with nominal release rate in BIBO of 0.050 milligrams. So it gives 0.050 milligrams per 24 hours. Okay, that's why it's 50. So if I put 2 patches, it's going to be an infused of 0.1 milligrams of per 24 hours of 17 beta estradiol. Okay, so I'm going to place it on my other leg right here. Okay, close to the knee. Okay, no, I missed out a plaster. I have to get another plaster. Okay, so there you go. Okay, my next video, I'll be doing a letter to the Superior Court of my province. Okay, and this is to ask my MP, my Member of Parliament, to legalize the sale, to free the sale of estrogen, natural estrogen, has to be natural, and also androcur in pharmacies. Okay, so it could be, androcur costs $54 in pharmacies. Okay, without entrance. We don't need entrance because finasteride, which is freely sold with the prescription of the doctor, but you don't need a right from a psychiatrist to get finasteride. But for natural estrogen, which since it's a natural molecule which is built inside the human body or animal bodies, and also in plants. Okay, flowers, some fruits do have natural estrogen in their tissues, such as pomegranates, which is in French it's called pomegranate. Okay, and my next video I'll be talking about how to write down a letter to the Superior Court, so to bring 2 sexologists in an hospital in front of the court, because I'm going to be suing them for about $1 million. The hospital will be about $1 million, and the 2 sexologists like $15,000 because of wasting my time for almost like 7 years. Okay, and now, okay, my plan. Now, if I could find. Okay, so. Okay, now this is what I thought, but I took their word for granted. Okay, the psychiatrists and the psychologists, the gatekeepers. Okay, now they're saying, to get the hormones. Okay, okay, to have the rights to have the hormones, you have to live as a man or live for 2 years as a man or woman, okay, for 2 years just to get the hormones, okay? That's for a girl who wants to become a man, and this is for a boy who wants to become a woman, okay? So 2 years just to get the hormones, okay? And after, when you get the hormones, in about like 6 months, okay, this is what I've seen since 1972, okay, you get the surgery, okay, supposedly. This is their protocol, okay? So this is the protocol, okay, of World W Path, okay, I don't know what's it, I think it's this, okay, and in 6 months you immediately get a vaginoplasty for boys who wants to become women, okay, or man for adults, okay. Now this is their protocol. Now you have to waste your time for 2 years, okay, and it turns out that the sexologists or the psychologists okay, after 2 years of reciting your life story and also telling you how you feel per day, and after 2 years, a lot of them refuse. After you wasted your, and sometimes it could go up to about 5 years, okay, or 10 years, okay. And after that, or like most of the time, they refused after 2 years. And you wasted many dollars for nothing. So, you know, like, and basically a transsexual transition is a, oh my God, I keep forgetting words. It's oh my God, okay. Basically, it's important for professional endeavors. You know, it's an investment. That's the word I was. Okay, investment. Okay, without the E. Okay, so a transition or a aesthetic surgery or an aesthetic medication, okay, or like losing weight, it's an investment, okay. You invest in your future, meaning that you're much more, you're happy about yourself, you like your image, you feel comfortable about your body, and then you forget about your body. You could go to college, university, and without thinking about the image of your body, and then you keep on, then you could study, you could learn, study, whatever you take in university, at ease, and also, or you could get a job professionally, or you could do your endeavors, your capitalistic endeavors, or your own business, or I don't know, like your own profession, basically, okay. So basically, it's like an investment. It's a very important investment, okay? But unfortunately, and this is what stopped me for a long time, since 1986, is the 2 years, okay, probation, shall we say, or 2 years wasting your time, and the sexologist, after 2 to 5 years, refuses you, okay? You wasted, you know, 2 to 5 or 10 years or 20 years of your life living in shit, okay? Living poorly because you can't, you don't feel good about yourself, you can't find a job, okay? Because you don't like, you know, you have, you know, for a girl who wants to look like a man, or like, I mean, there's some girls who don't mind being officially women, but they want to present themselves as men. They don't want like the large breasts, being small, petite, and to have like the large hips, okay? And same thing with a boy, doesn't want to be bald, doesn't want to be hairy, especially baldness is the biggest thing. There's a lot of suicide, even, you know, they're suicidal for the rest of their life. And you don't want the large belly, and the baldness is the biggest thing. The thick skin is another one. And also, you know, just basically the secondary sex characteristics, okay? So, like I said, it's an investment, and then and then they say live as a man or woman, okay? So if a man wants to become a woman or feminize his body, he has to wear skirts or dresses in public always, especially in France or like in the United States also I've heard that, okay? And when no girls and women wear like skirts and dresses, like except between 1967 to 2011, you know, like everybody was on, every girl and women were wearing jeans all the time or pants all the time, okay? So it's like an insult, okay? Basically, they're trying to discourage you of, you know, wanting of feminizing your body or especially for boys and men who want to look like women or look like, let's say, David Bowie or Michael York or Sean Cassidy, because they're like very effeminate man, okay? The handsome, the pretty, dramatic boy, okay? So it's a big waste of time. Okay, so me, in my case, I thought, okay, I took their word for it because, oh my God, you know, I believed their shit, their lies in 1986 and on, that hormones are dangerous to man, okay, despite the fact I'm a biologist myself, okay? So, but logically, I can't, you know, like throughout after 1986, around 1998, I figure out, you know, there's a much more logical protocol than this, okay? I'm gonna get some water for this. Okay, now logically in 1998, I figure out, you know, okay, you know, if you want to gatekeep, you know, like I heard from a psychologist who has written a book in the university, that he says that now they're starting to gate men or boys and men who want to become women, okay, by feminizing their hormones. Because apparently one man who had a vaginoplasty committed suicide. Okay. Now the reason why he wanted to become a woman is because he wanted to become a woman, and then he gives birth to Jesus again. Okay. That's what I heard. And when he got the vaginoplasty, he found out he cannot give birth to Jesus, so he hung himself, okay? So all the psychiatrists, all the psychologists and psychiatrists, they completely went bonkers, apparently. So they decided to gatekeep boys and men to feminize themselves. Okay. And apparently, okay, so to gatekeep, the only time that they will give them hormones, okay, is that if they could prove that they're very suicidal, that they will kill themselves. So they say, and the psychologists, okay, psychiatrists, psychologists spread the lies that hormones are a poison to man. Okay, so that's the only time, and they say, okay, well, if that person made 90% of the time, that 90% that person, that boy or man, has 90% chance he will commit suicide. Okay, they will give the hormones, and immediately, this is what I read in the while I was in university, is that if they feminize the boy or the man, 6 months after, they will push the boy or the man to have a vaginoplasty, because in their mind, a boy and a man cannot look like a girl or a woman. Okay, that's in their mind. Okay, and after the boy or the man has a vaginoplasty, they force the boy or the man to move out of the city or out of the province or out of the state, somewhere else, to not to disrupt the mind of boys and men who will look at them and have a hard on. It will fuck their mind up. That's because they'll say, oh my God, I'm homosexual. Okay, so this is where the transphobia comes in. Okay, of course, sexologists, psychologists, and medical doctors, okay, namely psychiatrists, are homophobic and also transphobic. Okay, we have to. I'm talking about men. I'm not talking about women psychologists or psychiatrists or medical doctors. They're different. Okay, they're mostly transphobic. They're mostly men, mostly white Caucasian men who are transphobic and homophobic. I don't see that from the Chinese or the Orientals. Okay. Now, okay. Now, what I came up in 1988. Okay. Too bad. Okay, so, okay, 1998, my logic of a protocol is that you get immediately hormones. Hormones in pharmacy. Okay, you buy them. You don't have taxpayer buying them. You buy them. Androcur costs $54. Estrogen costs $34. Testosterone costs about $30. Okay, so I mean you could stop smoking. Don't go to 5-star restaurants. Okay, Just buy your hormones. It doesn't cost that much. Finasteride is like $65. Okay, you get the hormones in pharmacies. Okay, you buy them freely. But when it comes to mastectomy, okay, vaginoplasty, okay, and also hysterectomy, okay, and upgrade of boobs, okay, or like breast implant, okay, implant, okay. Now they could gatekeep it. There they could gatekeep, okay. There you have like a 2-year or 5-year probation, okay. Probation, okay. This is when you get a 2-year probation. To gatekeep anything with the scalpel, okay. This is a scalpel, okay, with sharp, okay. Anything that you modify your body with a scalpel, where there's an amputation or mutilation, okay. This is where the gatekeeping should be, okay. Not natural hormone, not natural estrogen, not natural testosterone, okay. Well, testosterone, that's another thing, but you know, girls could, they should think about who want to become men, or women who want to become men. You should think, there's male pattern baldness on that, okay. But if they accept that, no problem, okay. And also not for androcur. Androcur is an anti-androgen. It's safe, okay, except for maybe 1 out of 100,000 people, because you get a meningiomas, which is 1 or 6. Okay. As a matter of fact, if you only take 12 milligrams per day of androcur, it actually lowers the chance of having a meningioma. Okay. The meningioma has like progesterone receptors. Okay. The reason why girls and women have more, they're more susceptible to meningiomas is because they have progesterone. The meningioma has receptors of progesterone, okay, and androcur is a super progesterone in a sense, because the reason why it's very efficient, okay, and it doesn't get broken down by the liver, because the enzyme of the liver that breaks down progesterone cannot, for some reason, has trouble breaking down. And eventually it probably does, but the probability is much lower with androcur, okay. So this is okay, this is my protocol. This is a logical protocol, like this is our right, okay, because since throughout the world, and I'll explain that this is an important fact, but I'll explain that in another video, okay. Now I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna get some more water. Okay, so Okay. Now this is the. I read like at least 10 books, sociology and psychological books in university about transsexuality. Okay, one of them is a big, huge book. Then it's about female transsexuals, girls and women who want to become man. Okay, it's a big, huge book. I can't remember the author, but it's about that thick, and it gives like a whole bunch of like stories about girls and women who became men. Okay, and also I read. I was trying to find example. You know, if it's possible for a male body to regress its secondary sex characteristics, masculine sex characteristic. Okay, and I came about with the book of Harry Benjamin. Okay, then I read it, so I couldn't remember. I didn't remember, and then I decided to. That was in university. I read the book. I don't think it was a full book, but now. Okay, so I got a PDF out. Okay. Okay, which now I read it like twice, and at the time I was anemic, so my memory wasn't good at all when I was young because of malnutrition. Okay, and university I had a lot of problems going through my courses because of very bad memory. But ever since I make sure of my vitamin B12. And also I'm vegetarian. Okay, ever since my memory has gotten much better. So, and Harry Benjamin came up to the same conclusion as I did. Okay, immediately. Okay, hormones. Okay, immediately for both of them. Okay, testosterone for girls or women who want to look like men, and for boys and men who want to look like girls or women. Okay, or women. Okay, so immediately hormones and 2-year probation. Okay, with the hormones to see, especially for man, man beyond. Beyond puberty, to see if their body, their cells are still sensitive to the estrogen, which is the beta estrogen. Okay, to see if it's okay, because like throughout the body, the cells, depending on tissues, okay, each tissues or each cells, they will block their DNA, okay? They'll put blockers on the DNA, and these blockers might be permanent, okay? Might be, okay? Or might be hard to dislodge them, okay? And the estrogen, when the estrogen links to the receptor wouldn't be able to get on the DNA to change the body or to stop the virility. Okay, testosterone, the molecule testosterone probably induced link to a repressor, and it has like repressed the gene. Okay, the feminine gene, the gene of femininity. Okay. Basically, the testosterone has made that the receptors are blocked from the estrogen. Okay, and to see if the now after there's a 2-year, and Harry Benjamin says like he doesn't give the green light for any man to have a vaginoplasty if they don't look like a woman. Basically, Harry Benjamin is gatekeeping from mutilation. Mutilation, okay? From a vaginoplasty or mastectomy, okay? That's because it's like, it's irreversible, okay? Because when it comes to irreversible, that is the most, like, taking hormones, taking testosterone or taking estrogen is reversible, okay? And it's absolutely not mutilation at all, okay? So it's less strain. Okay, the suicide came after vaginoplasties and also mastectomies. Okay, this is where the suicide and also the regrets, the really bad regrets. Okay, when you're taking estrogen, if you decide, oh well, I'd rather be for a girl, I'd rather be a man, a woman, come back as a woman. I mean, it's possible. And for a boy, I'd rather become a man again. I mean, it's possible you just stop estrogen or testosterone or progesterone or androcur, okay, or spironolactone for the United States, okay. Androcur has been it's sold throughout the world: Canada, France, England, most of South America, and most of Asia, okay, and. Japan, it's not sold in Japan. Japan has another molecule. I can't remember the name of the molecule. It's similar to androcur, but it's not androcur. I don't know why the Japanese decided to ban, like the United States, ban androcur, but they're taking, I think it's called chloro something. It looks like androcur. It's a mixture between androcur and progesterone. It's not exactly, but it has a chlorine molecule, I think so. Okay. So basically, protocol. Okay, I'm gonna write this. This is called the intelligent protocol. Okay, that's the intelligent protocol. Okay. Okay, so I got this out of the way. Now I've done videos on the, as I said, I'm pursuing an hospital and 2 sexologists. Okay. For wasting my time. One of them is for wasting my time. The other one is to pushing me to harass girls to have sex, basically, and also by discrimination. I'll explain that another time on another video. So okay. So and as I said, I've done 2 videos in French, 2 videos in English. Okay, they're not actually similar, both of them. Okay. So the next video will be in French, and it will be writing a letter to the Superior Court of my province, how to write a letter to legalize the sale of androcur and estrogen and testosterone in pharmacies with the direction of the pharmacist. When you take these hormones, okay, you mention that to your family doctor. Your family doctor will have to take a blood test just to see if everything's fine, okay? But you're the one who controls your own body, okay, basically, okay? Okay, so, okay. Now, I'm going to be checking for my MP. This time I'm going to be calling the member of parliament. The member of parliament I'll be calling will be federal in Canada. Okay. 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 I don't know if I'm going to be talking to the member of parliament per se, a député, in French it's called député, député fédéral de okay. Oh, okay, that's the one. Okay. Chambre des communes. Okay. Contact. Ok, télécopieur. Seems like to be the wrong number. No, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna phone the member of parliament of my province, okay? So let's see. What is it about? Okay, I'm doing this because one lawyer or the one of the agent of the the rights for humans, le droit de la personne, okay, suggested me to talk to my MP, my member of parliament, either like provincial or federal. Okay, now let's see here. Calendrier, accueil. Okay, I pressed here is to express my opinion, participer à une consultation publique, commenter un sujet à l'étude, lancer, signer une pétition. That's not exactly what I want. Okay, how do I contact this member? Okay, now let's see. Contact, nous joindre, mobile. Okay, I'm gonna phone again the federal MP. I'm gonna try. Maybe that's her. Dernière minute. Ok, 6655 33. Ok. Okay, I'm gonna try here. Oui, bonjour. Est-ce que c'est la députée, c'est pour le bureau de la députée Emmanuel Popolo, je crois? Oui, c'est parce que moi j'ai une suggestion au point de vue à propos d'une loi au point des médicaments. Ok, c'est à qui que je devrais en parler? Ok, ok, mais c'est au sujet de libérer des hormones en vente libre dans les pharmacies, au lieu de passer à travers d'un protocole de psychiatrie ou de psychologie. Je me demandais si c'est possible. Ok, est-ce qu'on peut en parler au téléphone ou si vous préférez que je vous l'envoie par écrit? Ok, ok. Ok, comme ça, ok. Par écrit ou tout de suite par téléphone, c'est-tu possible? Ok, 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 puis tu l'enverras. Désolé, j'ai de la misère. C'est Emmanuel, c'est ça, hein? Ok, ok. Ok, moi qu'est-ce que je propose, c'est que, c'est au point de vue de l'esthétisme de notre corps, c'est que les estrogènes naturels du corps devraient, sur patch ou teinte cutanée, ou en pilule sublinguale, ou, par spray nasal, ou en par gel devrait être vendu librement dans les pharmacies. Okay. Au lieu de passer par le protocole. La raison, c'est parce que, d'après comme moi, que j'ai passé à travers le système, à partir de 1986, c'est que les psychologues, les sexologues, les psychologues et les psychiatres ont tendance à refuser, surtout les garçons ou les hommes qui veulent féminiser leur corps, pour des raisons raciales et des raisons de classe sociale. OK? Moi qu'est-ce que je propose, c'est que c'est... OK, ça, c'est la raison pourquoi est-ce que ma requête. Qu'est-ce que je propose, c'est que les estrogènes naturels du corps, l'androcur ou la spironolactone ou la testostérone devront être librement vendus dans les pharmacies sous la direction des pharmaciens et aussi quand en mentionner à notre médecin que notre médecin de famille fait des tests sanguins. Mais c'est nous qui vont librement, sans accord d'un sexologue, d'un psychologue ou d'une psychiatre, avoir le droit d'avoir ces hormones-là. C'est ça. De 2 ans, 5 ans, 10 ans, 20 ans. Oui, c'est exactement. Oui, c'est ça, sans l'accord du médecin, sans l'accord d'un psychologue ou d'un psychiatre ou du médecin. Mais aussi, pour pas être un fardeau avec la santé publique, si c'est esthétique, ça devrait être vendu au plein prix, comme les oestrogènes. La testostérone, je crois, c'est 30 $. Les oestrogènes, c'est 35 $. Puis l'androcur, c'est 54 $. Puis comme la finastéride, on fait une demande, puis la finastéride est plus ou moins vendue librement, c'est 65 $. OK. Est-ce que vous avez... OK, mais qu'est-ce que je vais faire? Je vais vous donner mon courriel. OK. Attendez, je vais... Où mon... commercial. Parfait. OK, mais c'est quoi? OK, vous allez m'envoyer votre courriel, c'est là. OK. OK, merci. Au revoir. Au revoir. Okay, so I give them my phone number and also my email. So the secretary of this MP, this member of parliament, federal member of parliament, will send me his coordinates, so I could send either a letter or I'll send them both, like an electronic letter and also a paper letter through the mail, okay, and explaining why we should have, freely, to buy freely the hormones in pharmacies, okay, especially when estrogen and testosterone has seen in plants, fruits, and also animals, okay, because we're eating animals and we're eating plants, okay, whatever. Like I'm vegetarian, so I eat plants and fruits. So my next video will be in French, and I will be writing a letter on my video to the Superior Court of my province. The agent of the Justice Bureau of my province has explained to me that to do is that if it doesn't work for the Superior Court, you go to the Supreme Court, or vice versa. Sometimes the Supreme Court will send it to the Supreme Court. Okay, the Superior Court, that's for provincial, and the Supreme Court, that's like federal. Okay, so that's the way it works. And I'll be in Superior, in front of the Superior Court, the Superior Judge. I'll be bringing an hospital, and of my province, of Canada, and one hospital in Canada, and 2 sexologists in front of the judge for $1 million for the hospital, and $15,000 for each sexologist. Okay, so, and next time